Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unknown Developer, where we have a look at the Unknown Developer games. So, this week, sorry, I'm moving around a bit, trying to get comfortable. This week, we're going to look at Against the Door. Now, before I start talking about Against the Door, we had a bit of a run-in with the Unknown Developer, who's been a bit mysterious lately and not giving us much information. But he actually appeared on our Discord server that is had. Which isn't very active now because there isn't much happening with the other developer at the moment and we don't really have anywhere to go, but he hopped on and gave us some hints and stuff and we're trying to go from there. Well, other people are. I'm not much of an investigator per se. I kind of just am interested in it. I try to think about my own theories and I'm here in this series providing information to everyone so they can sort of piece it together themselves, and I think this is a good start to looking into it because I'm definitely not providing all the information that's being found. I'm only going by what's on the Google document that we have. So it's it's a good summary. It's not everything, I would say. Sorry, my name's being loud. You may hear her, but I digress. So we're going to look at Against the Door today. So first thing we usually do, before I forget, is we have a look at what the .ini file is. Again, a .ini file is just a configuration file for a game. I'm going to open it and have a look. So the .ini file for this game is called knock.ini. So knock.ini, which makes sense in terms of just the name of the game. You could probably guess, oh, there's knocking, and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, before I actually dive into what's actually in the game, I'll recommend go have a play. First up, you'll see where the knock.ini file actually makes sense because there's knocking in the game, knocking on the door. But other than that, I'll let you give it a good playthrough and see if you can sort of figure out the puzzles because it's a puzzle game. So, go play Against the Door and then we'll return and summarize. So, the first thing we got is the thumbnail image, which is Against the Door, and there's a door that seems to have a light on it. It's green. It's a green image, same as all the other ones. Against the Door. Hear that voice, ... It's a puzzle game for the Windows platform, obviously. So, pretty interesting. Pretty basic, however. So, the thumbnail, Against the Door, you have Against the Door written there. The G's slightly cut off if you have a look. And also, interestingly, the G of the shadow is upside down compared to everything else. So the G, for the shadow of the G is reversed compared to the shadows of the other letters. Which is also interesting, and as you can see, the letters are slightly transparent because you can see through the S, for example, and see the door frame. Other than that, you can see a gramophone and you can see the bottom half of the door. So nothing too interesting about the banner. Against the Door. I woke up at night. No sounds. No tears. No you. Just the door. It's all against the door. It's all against that door. Many years ago I heard a voice. Now it's time to answer. This is not the same voice anymore. This is years before that voice. Then, against all the odds, I saw you. Against the door. It's time to hear. It's time to open the door. So it's quite cryptic, as most of Unknown Developers things are. And you may notice there's two underlined that's here. So the first that, they actually links. The first that takes you to the game 19, which we'll be looking at later. So it's all against the door, it's all against that door. So theoretically what happens in 19, which we'll get to at some point, but there is a door in 19. And so it can be assumed that the door in 19 is the same as this door. So this door kind of takes place, or this game takes place in the same location as 19. And again, many years ago I heard a voice. This is years before that voice. So this game takes place before the voice and it's not that voice anymore. So this isn't the same voice, but this is years before that voice, and that voice actually leads us to Don't Play This Game. So the woman in Don't Play This Game, who I'm going to actually find the name of, because I can't remember the name of the voice that was used in Don't Play This Game. Don't Play This Game had the voice Jess. So the muffled sort of weird voice in Jess, the muffled and weird voice in Don't Play This Game was Jess. So that voice here, in Against the Door, or the voice that happened years ago, is Jess from Don't Play This Game. So that's very interesting. So this game takes place after Don't Play This Game, I believe. It's a bit of a timeline kerfuffle, but that's what we have. So we also have a screenshot. This time is different. No, don't worry, still not a screenshot, but somehow, never mind, forget it. Grab the game and enjoy it. You deserve it. So he's calling it a game once again. His face is there on the right. Yeah, a bit interesting. So the Unknown Developer apparel store, as per usual. Now, of course, we have a letter underneath the apparel store, as we have with every other game. And this letter is an A. So THESTORK A. Oh, the stalker? Stalks are. Stalks are, stalks A, stalks something. Interesting. So yes, THE for that, STORKS for stalks, and then the letter A. The stalks are, the stalks A, the stalks something, which is interesting. The more information, here we go. So December 22nd, 2017, published on April 18th. It's released for the Windows platform by Unknown Developer. It's a puzzle game, as we established. Takes a few minutes, which is true. English, which is true. Keyboard inputs, true. Colorblind friendly and high contrast, true as well. So the tags: 2D, art game, atmospheric, dark, difficult, experimental, horror, mind-bending, surreal, and weird. They're all pretty self-explanatory in terms of what this game is. So I won't go too deep into that because that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, for this game, we do have the Unknown Developer's sticky note, as per usual. It does have some comments, but I don't think the comments really matter. It's just a guy going, hey, here's the answers to the puzzle. So, in the game, you have doors, and you need to figure out the code to the door to go through the door to the next one. And there is also another comment, or another sort of post that just says, hey, I figured out the puzzle. We'll go through what the puzzles are and how you solve them very shortly. But that's everything UD's given us in terms of the game page. So let's have a look at the 27 megabyte download for Against the Door.exe. So again, it's a $2 recommended pay to get the game. Against the Door.exe, April 18, 2017. Download the file Against the Door.exe and run it to play the game. So pretty basic stuff. So that's everything UD's given us about the game. So now I'm going to move into what's actually we've discovered about the game. So what we have uncovered from it. So, first things first, we are going to look at the door code. So, if we have a look at the first room, it has what it seems to be a door. There's a door. Okay, there's just a door and there's a gramophone. If you click P, you play it as a gramophone. If you click S, it stops the gramophone. You press O when you have a 4-digit code in to open the door, and you press Q to quit. Pretty basic. So, the first code is 6391. So if you press play on the gramophone, if you press P and play, it plays a song. Now the song is reversed, and the song is I've Got You Under My Skin. So I'm going to play a little snippet of that when I do the audio roundup towards the end. I'll do a little audio roundup of all the audio. But it's a Frank Sinatra song that was originally done by someone named Al Bowley, I think, is how you pronounce it, Albert Bowley, in 1936. So because the song is reversed, we have to reverse the number to 6391. So to figure out that, you reverse the song that plays on the gramophone. Oh, great, figure out what the song is, what year was it, and since the song's reversed, we put in 6391 because that's 1936 reversed. So you press O once you've done that, and boom, we go to the next room. So the next room has a clock appearing. A clock appears on the right-hand side of the door. Now, for this one, when you click play, you have a dog barking and a voice saying 1, 2, 3, 4. Weird, okay, sure. So what you have to do is count the number of seconds between the dog barking is how you do that one, I believe. This is from my memory. I'm actually opening up a document that tells me the answers. Yeah, so a male voice recites the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 for a very short pause between 3 and 4. The dog and voice played forward over the reverse song. Okay, so you have to count... Okay, you have to count how many seconds are between each thing of the guy saying 1, 2, 3, 4? Is how that one works. So the answer in this case is 4692. 4 seconds between the first one, 6 seconds between 1 and 2, between 2 and 3 is 9, between 3 and 4 is 2. Okay? Which is good, easy, very easy one. Again, I've got you under my skin being reversed. And the clock reads 9:20. Don't know what that means really.
One. 2. 3. 4.
But yeah, there's that. So we go in, press O, open the door, go through. So a ruler appears along the top. And the ends are in shadow. It appears to read about 20 units, apparently. We don't know what the units are, but 20 centimeters, presumably. So again, if we press P, I've got you under my skin is reversed. And there's times where it alternates from low to high. So you've got to count the seconds that it lasts in the louder volume. And that happens every 6 seconds or so. So, the first time it happens, it's really loud for 5 seconds, then it quiets. 6 seconds later, it's loud for 8 seconds. Then 6 seconds, it's quiet, and then 7 seconds it's really loud, then it's 6 seconds it's quiet, and 4 seconds it's really loud. So you have to count how many seconds it's really loud. I hope this is making sense. If not, go play the game and just enter these codes and you'll kind of figure it out. But so you got to count how many seconds the song is being really loud, and that's your code. So you enter that 5874, and you get 3 wooden blocks appearing on the floor to the left of the door. The letters are A, B, and C, so generic blocks. I've got under my skin is reversed again, and a female voice slowly recites these numbers: 14, 9, 11, 17.
14. 9. 11. 17.
'Okay, so what you have to do for this one is 14 has 8 letters, F-O-U-R-T-E-N, sorry. 9 has N-I-N-E, so that's 4. 11 has 6 numbers, and 17 has 9 numbers. So you take those numbers, you figure out how many letters did I have, and that's the numbers. So 8, 4, 6, 9. Make sense? I hope so. So with the next one, though, all objects have disappeared, so the ruler, the clock, and the blocks, with the exception of the phonograph, which has stayed. And you can hear knocking. 3 quick knocks and then 3 longer knocks, okay? So this can be interpreted as SOS or SOSOSO, but we're going to say SOS for the sake of, because that makes sense. So if you press P, the song stopped. All you hear is static. So in this case, it's 0000. Okay, and once you've done this, the room flips upside down. And the phonograph is still there, but I've Got You Under My Skin plays, this time forwards.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin.
Now you can see the numbers 467767 on the door on a little plaque as well. Now, before I get into what actually happens with this last room, all of these codes that I've just mentioned can be found in the .dat file, the .dat file. I'm not sure what a .dat file is. I think it's just a data file. But all of the codes and also the original audios can be heard there. So the original audios are what I'm going to play for you. Which there's 6 of those. I think the last one is just a minute 17 of I've Got You Under My Skin, so I only play 30 seconds. So the longest audios I'm only going to play 30 seconds of. So the data file, the .dat file, has all these codes and the original audio files, which is what I'm going to play you rather than the recorded ones, because the original audio files are the ones that are, we're actually given, while the recorded ones have been recorded. So they could be fiddled with or whatever, but I'm going to give you original audio files from the data file. So, before I do that, we're going to look at the last, so on the last door screen, you get the song, and it comes up with lyrics to the song. So, I've got you under my skin, I've got you deep in the heart of me. I don't actually know how the song goes. I have listened to it a few times, but I'm not sure how it goes. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me, I've got you under my skin. That's my terrible rendition. But we're not here to actually hear me sing. We're here to look at what we've got. So if you have a look at the lyrics, which I'm not going to read, I'm just going to show you 4 images, one at a time. I might just show you all 4 images at the same time, one in each corner. Some of the letters are red. Now these letters are under, deep, part, skin, sacrifice, near, warning, night, repeats, full, win, mentality, reality, fought, stop, begin, you, in, well, resist, and my. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 red words. We have no idea what this means. Somebody says, hey, if we reverse it, it sounds like something. I'm not too sure. But yeah. So that's it. That's all we have. There was or is a glitch that allowed you to put letters into the pass field. I don't know if that glitch is still there. You can go try it if you want. But because it says that it was or is. So, but yeah, letters won't do anything in opening the door. Only numbers will allow you to open the doors. So letters are not used, numbers are, but you can actually enter letters into the field for some reason. So, that is everything we have for this game. I'll now leave you with the game audios. Again, with the whole song that's played over the lyrics, I'm just going to play 30 seconds of it. So, so you're not here for a whole minute listening to a song that you can just go listen to yourself. It is a good song. Sadly, I can't actually remember how it goes. I haven't listened to it in a very long time. But yes, I will leave you to it. Thank you for watching. I'll leave you with the audios, and we'll move on to a next game next week. I hope these summary videos are quite good. They're good for me because I do want to get back into it, especially if the Unknown Developer is going to start churning out more stuff again. And I mean, I am taking my time. These only doing 1 a week, but I think 1 a week's good to just kind of get your head around it, and to get my head around it really, because it is a lot of information. So doing it 1 at a time, and me having, because I do go to the Discord and I read over all of the messages that were sent in the Discord, and I also read the Google Doc, and I quickly have a quick go at the game myself as well. So I do a lot of setup for these to get as much information collected about the game as possible, and as many theories. So yes, I want to kind of try and do that. I want to try and give you the best possible way, best possible interpretation, or best possible culmination of all the information we have. So anyway, I'll leave you to it. I was Against the Door for this week. I'll leave the audios for you to have a listen. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
This affair never will go so well. But why should I try to resist? Darling, I know so well. I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for